What's up, everybody? Got some Spider-Man news for you. Oh my God, Spider-Man, save me! So obviously, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's the last entry into the Spider-Verse series. It's kind of insane when you think about when this series actually started. Into the Spider-Verse came out in 2018. That is before COVID. That feels like a lifetime ago. The sequel to that, Across the Spider-Verse, came out in 2023, 5 years later. And now we are leading into Beyond the Spider-Verse coming out next year, 2027. It's kind of insane that a trilogy is taking a whole, essentially a decade to release. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Now, if you've watched the first two films, you know that there's a lot to these movies. Obviously, the voice actors have to do their part. I'm sure that takes a good amount of time, syncing up their voices and all that good stuff. But the animations of these films are very top notch and next level. It looks like it takes, definitely some time to create these films, which explains some of the wait time. I don't know if it explains a whole 10-year range for three films. What are you guys doing? Like, what kind of trilogy stuff? This is what pisses me off about movies and TV shows now. Like, there's some series that it takes like 3-year gaps in between shows. What are you doing? I miss the old days where it'd be one season per year. It would pretty much make, yeah, there was a little bit of wait where you would have some excitement building, but it wasn't no 4 or 5 year gaps between seasons. What are you guys doing? If a kid watched Into the Spider-Verse when he was 8 years old, by the time he watches the last one, he's going to be damn near 18. What the fuck? Sorry about that. Recently, the creators of the Spider-Verse, Chris Miller, Phil Lord, they came out pretty much explaining what the holdup is with Beyond the Spider-Verse. What makes this very difficult is if you watched Across the Spider-Verse, the film ends on, such a big cliffhanger that waiting this many years for the next film is pretty excruciating. So they explain in an interview that they have this massive film on their hands, and it's just a matter of them perfecting it, trimming certain things out. And I really hope this doesn't mean that they have this final product and now they have to take away certain points and decide what's important or not, because that's how plot holes happen. But I mean, they delivered on the first two films. I'm sure the third one is going to be great. It's just a little annoying that we have to wait so long for these films to come out nowadays. Again, the first one came out in 2018. This last one coming out in 2027. I hope they deliver. We still got to wait a little more than a year for it. There just really hasn't been too many updates for this. So I figured I'd just give an update. Do you guys like long waits between seasons or films? I find it very excruciating, especially when there's been great shows that have released year after year, season by season. So I guess that's their explanation for the holdup currently. We'll see. I mean, the gap between the first and second one was kind of reasonable because of COVID. The whole world was kind of crazy for a good year or two. But this one, I feel like should have been out already. They kind of are releasing it right at the brink of point where people would stop caring. Like I said, there's kids that were young little kids when they watched the first one, and they're going to be well off into their teenage years by the time this next one comes out. Are they still going to care as much? We'll see. I'm sure it'll still perform well regardless of all this information. But let me know what you think, and I will keep you all updated. See you all soon. Peace.